Hello, people of the internet around the planet, and welcome back to the Kilmac League. We're heading into the final 3 weeks, starting with week 40, and going through the highlights. We start with Dunhill Electrical Company and St Mary's Hurling. Both of these teams out. Dunhill still have something to play for relegation. Pirlo nearly scored a goal that would have definitely been a goal of the season contender there, but couldn't quite make it work. John Milan did get a nice finish there to make it 1-0 late on in the game to St Mary's. To get them another 3 points on their quest towards finishing mid-table. So yeah, not a lot to report on there. A fairly standard drab affair, but another loss for Dunhill means they are still in the relegation scrap. Domino's Pizza Zimbabwe are firmly mid-table, but they go up against Kent's FC today. Kent's obviously with massive ambitions towards the title. However, Domino's are a tough team to break down, as Kent's would discover. The Pissman was on hand to eventually break down the Domino's defence. In the 74th minute, he heads home from that corner there. Of course, a very easy to spot and easy to hit target in the box. He always is, with his quite gigantic frame. However, with no time on the clock, Domino's would almost make it a 1-1 game, but Kent escaped with a narrow 1-0 victory to really stake their claim to the title. It's not over yet though. There is still 2 weeks of football to play, but that is a massive win for Kent's. Fire Station are involved in the relegation battle as well. They are up against AS Flavins, whose title challenge really fell off a cliff a couple of weeks ago, but it looked like it was good news to begin with for Fire Station. Nils Leadholm opening the scoring for them. However, lackluster defending, as has been the case oftentimes for Fire Station, did let them down. It took a while for anyone to get to that, and it could have been a Flavins player first. Pat Morrissey rushes forward from the backs and somehow gets that goal to make it 1-1. So short-lived was the celebration. Short-lived were the celebrations, you could say, for Fire Station. However, they did hold on for another little while before Flavins breached the defence again. This time, Teresa Keane. Who else really would be able to breach the defences of Fire Station like that? Anyway, but Fire Station do have something going forward. Maradona squared it there, and it was Batshuayi who's really been absent this season, but Batshuayi scores for Fire Station to make it a 2-2 game. Flavins really can't believe what's happening here. They're starting to get frustrated. Players out there starting to get tired, but they are determined to get the win, if only playing for pride. That's still some stakes for them. Teresa Keane with a really really had to stretch for that one, but yeah, that's certainly a good omen for Fire Station. They showed, or sorry, AS Flavins, I should say. They showed a lot of resilience to hold on in that game. So yeah, it does count for something, I guess. So we got Kildisco then and TFR in 55 in this game. TFR, of course, with their own ambitions on the title. However, with the way other teams are going, they're going to have to win today in order to keep that challenge going. And it almost didn't look like they were going to do it. Gerard Muller really should have scored there, and it could have gone anywhere with the deflection and the mix-up in the defence. But it does go behind for a corner kick to Kildisco. It certainly was the home side that had the more dangerous of the chances, and that block cleared the ball perfectly into the path of Kildisco. Kildisco and Gerard Muller, one of the dynamic forward combinations in the league. Really surprising to see that, of course, they're so low down with that really lethal duo up front. But it wouldn't last for Kildisco. Dylan O'Brien with a powerful shot just 4 minutes after the goal for Kildisco, and all of a sudden it looked like the away side might get something out of this game. Anne Murray making a really uncharacteristic run off, and I don't know how she scored that. It's a really deft finish, but yeah, I'm really incredulous as to how that happened. But yeah, the 2-1 TFR, and they got things immediately got better for them. Room 55 Fisher with a really nice run in behind the defence, but Caelan Quinn is on hand to mop up the blocked attempt, and 3-1 in the space of 3 minutes, going from 1-1. An ambitious shot there, I think it went wide, but yeah, it's a win. It's a vital win for TFR, and it keeps them alive and well in the title race. So there's another team gunning for the title as well. And we're about to see Bayern Kilmeaden, who really do have to win today. They're going up against Kilmac Thomas AFC, currently top of the table. Kilmac Thomas AFC. Although, they showed it very early on why they were top of the table. But with the Kent's result there, they are going to go top of the table if Kilmac were to lose this game. However, with a penalty and a goal, it looked very unlikely that was going to happen. I don't think Gremlow can have any complaints there. He did bring down George Best rather unfairly. But Louis Gallagher was up against Samuel Krogpitz and he buried it. I mean, I don't think the keeper had any chance there with that particular effort. So 2-0, Bayern Kilmeaden are really in trouble at the moment if they can't get a result out of this game. So, with 20 minutes to go, this happened. Vsauce Michael breaking forward, and he says his catchphrase and he scores a goal. And it looks like they have a slight bit of hope. They do need to win this game, remember. A draw is not going to be good enough for them. The corner came in, and it's pinballed around a bit, and it does find its way into the back of the net. 3-1 to George Best. 3-1, I should say, George Best responsible for that there. It was to be fair, it wasn't as one-sided as the scoreline makes it seem, but Kilmac were always that bit better. I've made an error actually, so Bayern Kilmeaden aren't out of it yet, but that is their last mistake. They can't make any more mistakes. If they do, it's curtains for their title hopes, and of course they need results in other games to go their way as well, and a lot of other results that could be. Portlaw and St. Declan's, no title hopes being battled for here, but St. Declan's are involved in relegation scrap, so they could use a win here. Portlaw are out of the woods in that regard. They're just fighting for pride. So it was a really powerful shot. I mean, Shannon Kenny got a strong arm behind that, but the Briggs thunder cannon shot was just too much for the Portlaw keeper to handle, and St. Declan's had hope in this game. I mean, really, just a fantastic shot. Shows you exactly what he's all about and why he's so valued at St. Declan's. So it's Miss E. Shatan trying to get the ball, but picked off by Warren Cleary and headed home by Fionn Ryan. So 2-1, Portlaw United. Really good for their hopes of finishing 10th or something. But the team that actually has some skin in the game with St. Declan's here, they really needed to step up their game. They responded almost immediately. The Brig again was on hand. However, the printer did the majority of the work for that particular goal. And we had a real exciting game on our hands here. This was certainly end-to-end stuff. So could they get the winner? That was the real question. Or were they going to fall behind again? This was not a game, as you can tell by the lack of break between these highlights, for defensive football, if you like that kind of thing. Sean Power immediately restoring Portlaw's lead, and seemed really thankless for St. Declan's, particularly for the Brig and the printer, that they did so much work to get St. Declan's into a position where they could have won the game, and they just kept managing to screw it up. That was the last chance of the game. Portlaw would hold on to the ball and wait out the clock and secure a 3-2 win. That is nice for pride, I guess. Rainbow Hall and Atletico Sunflower Shop, two teams that are firmly involved in the relegation battle. A win here goes a really long way for other teams surviving the drop. Oakrem Jonathan Shurimala opened the scoring for the away side. Really poor defending there from Rainbow Hall from the home side. They really didn't do anything. And a really nice finish from Kilmac Barbers. Liam Brady, I should say. Liam Brady with a really nice finish to make it 2-0. So it's looking like a really great day for the away side, and it got even better. Kilmac Barbers to Oakrem Jonathan Shurimala. 3 players could have scored there. It was Shambolic defending from Rainbow Hall. And on 50 minutes, I should say, 3-0. They're really being rescued from the pits of relegation here. Atletico Sunflower Shop with this performance today. Another goal. Really nice from Jody, and 4-0. And they did get a 5th goal here. A really nice finish from Zidane, just curling it into the side of the net. Oh, it's a perfect goal. It's a peach of a goal. absolutely fantastic stuff. Now, Rainbow Hall did try to respond. That was their best chance of the game, I think. But it sort of summed it up. But 5-0, it's a huge win for Lithgow Sunflower Shop for goal difference and everything. So yeah, massive stuff from them. Relegation hopefuls against title challengers CF Dungarvan travelled to John Walters' backyard to play John Walters FC, and the away side took the lead. Tommy Harty with a really nice finish. I mean, really nice glancing header. That's just lovely stuff. Lovely stuff from Tommy Harty. Really, really nice. And yeah, they took a 2-0 lead. It looked like it could be a big scoreline very early on. It's terrible goalkeeping really from John Walters, but Eusebio adds another goal to his tally for the season. He's having quite the season for Dungarvan. Tommy Harty then plays it in. He almost found Eusebio with that, but yeah, that would write a finish to the game. It's an important win for Dungarvan. Disappointing result for John Walters, although to be fair, probably to be expected, and after the start of the game they would have taken it. It looks like it could be a lot more than 2-0 very early on. Rathcormac Dynamos play Tesco Ballybig Wanderers, and both of these teams are playing for pride. This is a very irrelevant game, but Rathcormac did not like. There was a few going on between these two teams, and it was evident from the word go. Paulo Escobar received the first red card of the game. He was yellow carded earlier on in this affair, and yeah, I mean, look, you can't have any complaints for that. It's a second bookable offence. So Rathcormac were down to 10 men after 33 minutes. Could Tesco capitalise with the extra man? So sending the ball in, it's cleared away, and Rathcormac almost scored there. They would eventually get it into the goal. Ponga Malongo, I think, Didier Drogba, excuse me, was the player who got that in. A terrible, just terrible. Damn it, that's definitely a red card. But Drogba would capitalise on terrible passing, terrible awareness from Tesco Ballybig Wanderers to make it 2-0. And it's a really rough challenge from Jake McCormack. He really just lost the run of himself, and it's his second bookable offence as well. So both teams were down to 10 men now. That maybe would have evened things up a bit. Fabio Cannavaro also forgot where he was. He forgot himself there. Cannavaro kind of shaking his head, and he's going to be sent off. So Tesco Ballybig Wanderers were going to finish the game with 9 men, and yeah, an ill-tempered game. I've been the one with the plan. Thanks for watching my videos. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.